We now go to the next type, alcohol. Alcohol is given by the functional group OH and the suffix OL. Where do you put the suffix? Take the alkane, remove the E and put an OL. That's how you get the suffix. You will see how. So let's start with the first alkane, CH4. Remove one H, CH3. So remaining OH. It has only one carbon, so the root word is only meth. All are single bonds. Methane, what? There is no E. Replace it with OL. Methanol. Understood? Next, you basically had CH3, CH3. Let me draw the structure and show you. So H, 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 H. Remove one H and put OH. So you had ethane, you removed one H, remove the E here, put the OL, ethanol. Next, I'm not going to expand the structure, okay? CH3, CH2, CH3. Remove one H, 2, put the OH. So root word is 1, 2, 3. You should start from here 1, 2, 3. Why? Because OH should be attached to the first carbon atom. The alcohol group should be attached to the lowest number possible. So it's propane, remove the E, all, propanol. Next, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, butane, remove the H, so it becomes CH2, OH. Butanol or butane, 1-ol, 1-butanol or just butanol. If you don't mention any number, it means it's at position 1. C, 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 H3, H2, 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 H3. I'll remove one from here and put OH. Now I'll choose the numbering from this side. Here I chose numbering from this side. So again it's 1, pentane, 1-ol or pentanol. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put the OH. It's nothing but the same thing as here. Same. Hexanol. Now let's do a few extra ones. Okay. This is a series. When I removed this and I put a 2 here and I added OH, what happened? It was propan 1-ol or 1-propanol. I'll take the same propane and now I'll put it at this position. The alcohol group is at position 2. 1, 2, 3. Name becomes propan 2-ol or 2-propanol. What about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and I put OH here or I put OH here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, number 4 or 1, 2, 3, so it gets number 3. I will choose this. So hexane at position 3 I have an ol. Hexane 3-ol or 3-hexanol. I hope alcohol series is clear. The next type of functional group we'll study, aldehyde. Okay, it's given by CHO. If you have to draw the structure, CH double bond O, or you can write like this, double bond O CH. Both are fine. Fine. Okay, and the suffix is al. Al. Let's begin. I have CHO. I can simply put one H. While taking functional groups that have C in it, it should be included in your parent chain. That means this itself is counted as one member of the root parent chain. So one possible, meth. At position 1 only there is the aldehyde, methanal. Next, it needs one more C, put H3. At position 1, functional group should get the lowest number, 1, 2. So, ethanal, CHO, C and C, H3, H2. Propanal, how? 1, 2, 3. At position 1 only, there are 3 carbon chains, so prop. Propane, remove the E, put the al. Put your remaining H's, starts from position 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Butanal or butane 1-al. Similarly, pentanal and hexanal, easy, you can do it on your own. Let us say they asked us to draw the electron dot structure of methanal. You have to show every bond possible, and if there are extra electrons in the valence shell, show it. So CHO, I'll just write a rough figure here, CHO with a H, right? So let's start. H bonded with this C. This one has one H and a double bond O. Oxygen has how many electrons in its valence shell? 8, 2, 6, 6. 2 are occupied. It has 4 more. So this will be your electron dot structure of methanal. The next series we'll be going to is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid given by COOH, structure C double bond OOH, and replace E with oic acid. So let's begin. COOH, put a H, 1 carbon atom. Since the functional group itself has a C, it's counted as 1 carbon. Always attach aldehydes, carboxylic acids on the end so that they get number 1. So this becomes methane. Remove the E, put oic acid. Methanoic acid. The common name of methanoic acid is formic acid. Do you recollect where we learned formic acid in chapter 2 in acid bases? They are found in ant stings. When an ant stings you and you feel itchy here and becomes red and a pus is formed, because they give out formic acid. Next, COOH, put another H, put another C and put the remaining H's needed. There are 2 carbons, so root word eth. At position 1 is the acid, ethanoic acid. Next, CH3, CH2, put COOH, propanoic acid. Next, if I add one more C, butanoic acid. Add one more C, pentanoic acid. Add one more C, hexanoic acid. Point to remember, COOH, the C is also counted in the root word. It is a part of the parent chain. Always position 1. Is it necessary to write it on the right? No, you can write it on the left too. COOH, and then put your remaining CH2, 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 4 over 5, 6. So numbering will start from here now instead of that side. So hexanoic acid. So in this you need to know common name for 2 compounds. Methanoic acid I already mentioned, also known as formic acid. Ethanoic acid is also known as acetic acid, common name. This acetic acid only, if you take 5 to 8% of acetic acid and dilute it with water, it is nothing but your vinegar. The vinegar you use in your kitchen to cook Chinese items, that is itself your acetic acid, diluted vinegar, diluted acetic acid, nothing but your vinegar. Let us see how to draw the electron dot structure of ethanoic acid. I am taking just one structure so you can draw the rest on your own. So now I'm going to draw electron dot structure of ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid is CH3COOH. Let's begin. How do we do this? COOH is this. To this I'm adding CH3. Who has extra electrons? Only the O. O has 6, 2 are occupied, so it has 4 more. It has 4 more. The next functional group we'll be studying is ketone. If you remember, what did we draw ketone as? This 2 bonds pending. Also you can write it as CO like this, and the suffix is ONE. Let's begin. So we have ketone here. Now if I simply add H's like how I did in the previous aldehyde and carboxylic acid, will this be a ketone? No. Why? Because observe, if you add H, this becomes an aldehyde group. This becomes an aldehyde group, or this becomes an aldehyde group, any one. It's nothing but your methanol. Wrong. You cannot just add a H. Now the next question is, what if I add one C? Okay, try and add. If I add one C, then the other one is H, CH3. This becomes ethanol. Again, invalid. So you cannot add H anywhere. At both the places you are supposed to add C groups only. You are supposed to add carbon chains only, carbon groups only. So if I have a CO here, I am not allowed to add H and H here, because that group then becomes an aldehyde. So I am supposed to add only C and C. How many H's does this need? H, 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 H. Or you can write it as CH3, C double bond O, CH3, or CH3, CO, CH3. All same. Okay. Therefore, the first member of the ketone series is propanone. There is no methanone and ethanone, because then it would form an aldehyde group. We saw how. So how do we name this? 1, 2, 3. At position 2 I have the ketone. So propane, remove the E. At position 2 I have the one. Propane to one. Next. Go for the fourth one. C double bond O has to be only in the center. It cannot be in the side. I already explained why, because if C double bond O is in the side, it becomes an aldehyde group. So if I put it over here, then what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4. Butene to one. If I put it at this position, then also butene to one, numbering order will change. So it's the same. Now go for pentene. If I put double bond O here, pentene to one. If I put double bond here, pentene 3 on. If I put double bond here, 1, 2, then it's still propane, pentene 2 on. It's still pentene 2 on. So pentene 2 on is possible, pentene 3 on is possible. And lastly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at second position, hexane 2 on. If you put it here, hexane 3 on. If I put it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, still hexane 3 on. If I put it here, 1, 2, hexane 2 on. If I put it here, invalid ketone, because ketones cannot be at the side. They have to be in the center only. The next group, esters. You will study the preparation of esters and how they are related to acids in the chapter. But for now, what do we do about the naming? If you take a carboxylic acid and if you remove a H, then this becomes a group, yes? This group becomes an O8 group. Instead of an oic acid, it becomes an O8 group. We will see how. And whatever I add, any alkyl I add to it, will be alkyl. So it will become alkyl O8 group. Yes, so you'll have the alkyl name followed by the O8 group. Let us see an example. So if I have HCOOH, this is methanoic acid. I am removing the H from here and I am adding CH3. So it becomes methyl methanoate. It becomes methyl methanoate. So here we have CH3COOH. From the CH3COOH we have removed the H. So this group became what group? Ethanoic acid became ethanoate group. To that ethanoate you have added methyl. Similarly, this is now what? Ethanoate group. To this ethanoate group you are adding whom? Ethyl. Ethyl ethanoate. Now this is 3 carbons. It was supposed to be propanoic acid. You removed a H. It became propanoate. And who did you add here? CH3. What is this? Methyl propanoate. For 1 second you will feel these two are same. CH3, C2H5 interchange. Like how you are saying you are turning. Why can't you say turning here? Observe carefully in this. Let me draw a little bit of the structure here. Okay. So C double bond OOH. We have removed this H and we have added whom? C2H5. And here we have CH3. Observe carefully. CH3 is bonded to the carbon here, which is why this is your main compound. Here C2H5 is not bonded to the carbon, it's bonded to the oxygen, which is why these two are not interchangeable. Here if you observe this one structure, you have COOH, here this is C2H5 and this is CH3. CH3 is bonded to O, here CH3 is bonded to C, C2H5 is bonded to O, C2H5 is bonded to C. Are these two the same? No, which is why these two compounds are not the same. In esters you cannot do that. Here last one, again propanoate, and here you have ethyl. Ethyl propanoate. This brings us to the end of IUPAC naming, nomenclature basically. And by now you should be thorough with whatever I've taught. I've covered everything. Although everything is given in the notes, and in case you want to revise or you missed some part or you want it all listed together, it is given in the notes section. So refer the notes for a clearer picture. So now we have seen different homologous series. Let's just list down the characteristics of homologous series. Each member has the same functional group. Agreed? If all of them have OH, 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 all of them are alcohols. And each of this functional group adds a specific property to it and makes it all same. So they all have similar chemical properties. Each successive member differs by a CH2 group and it measures, that is an increase in 14 unit mass. How 14? C is 12, each H is 1, 1 plus 1, 12 plus 1 plus 1, 14. There is a gradation in physical properties such as mass. For example, if as you go down the group, the number of C's are increasing, 1, 2, 3, right? So as you go down the group, the mass is increasing. It's a physical property. Mass is a physical property. It's increasing down the group. There is gradation in solubility. Solubility decreases as you go down the alkane series or any homologous series. Why again? Because mass is increasing. As it's increasing, it becomes more difficult to dissolve it. So while seeing the different compounds that we learned until now, we saw these are straight chain compounds. These are straight chain compounds. And we also saw branch chain compound where you have something branched like this. Now, if I take this straight chain compound and I loop it, I make it a ring, then this ring structure gives us cyclic compounds. Ring structure gives us cyclic compounds. You don't have much in detail here. I'll be doing 2 examples. One more example will be covered in the exercise. So the first example I'll be doing is cyclohexane. How do we do this? Take 6 carbon atoms and loop it hex because it's 6. Because it's 6, take 6 carbon atoms. Because it's hex, take 6 carbon atoms. Loop it. Now how many H's are required? Put. It needs 2H, needs 2H, needs 2H, needs 2H, 2H, 2H. If you write it as CH2, 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 also right. The other cyclic compound that you have is benzene. Remember in the starting under covalent compounds, I told you it is soluble in organic solvents. Example, benzene. What is this benzene? It is 6 carbon atoms looped and alternate single and double bond. Single, double, single, double, single, double. How many H's does it need? 1, 2, 3, fourth H. 1, 2, 3, 1 H. 1, 2, 3, H. 1, 2, 3, H. 1, 2, 3, H. 1, 2, 3, H. Formula of benzene, C6H6, very commonly used compound. Page 68, question 1. How many structural isomers can you draw for pentane? We already did this question. We had got 3 structural isomers. So you have to draw it after that. I won't be doing it since it's already covered. Second question, what are the 2 properties of carbon which lead to the huge number of carbon compounds we see around us? I told you why, I told you the reason also that time. Versatile nature of carbon, that's nothing but catenation and tetravalency. So the answer is catenation and tetravalency. Explain the 2. Next, what will be the formula and electron dot structure of cyclopentane? Cyclopentane. So there are 5 carbon atoms in cyclic order. All are single bonds. How do I know all are single bonds? Because it is saying pentane. Now put the remaining H's. Since it's electron dot structure, you have to show every bond. You can't write H2, wrong. Okay. So H, 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 H. What will be the formula? C5, H, 2, 2, 2, 2, 10. C5, H10. Question 4. Draw the structures of the following compounds. They have not asked electron dot structure, they just asked structure. So even if they ask electron, you know how to expand it, right? So anyway, we'll draw electron dot structure. Ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. So CH3COOH. For first of all, COOH. Then ethanoic. So there's one more carbon atom with 3 H's. Are there any extra electrons? Yes. This oxygen has 4 extra. Bromopentane. Bromopentane. First take pentane. Bromo is the halogen bromine. You remember I told you halo. Bromopentane. Since there is no numbering, it's at position 1. At position 1, put the Br. Now put the remaining H's. How many H's does this need? 2. This, 2. This, 2. 2 and 3. Third one, butanone. 4 carbon atoms. You'll ask, ma'am, where's the number? For ketone, there should be number, no? Yes. They have made a mistake here, or if they have not mentioned for ketone, default it's number 2, because that is the first possible position. Okay? But in the exam, if you cannot simply write butanone, you should write the number. So put it at position 2, put your remaining H's. H, H, H. 1, 2, 3, 4 over. H, H. 1, 2, 3. Next, hexanal. So take 6 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Al is aldehyde. One of the carbon itself is the aldehyde. I will choose this to be my aldehyde, CHO. Expand it because they've asked the structure. Now put the remaining H's. 1, 2, 3 H, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here it's already satisfied. Are structural isomers possible for bromopentane? Let's check. For bromopentane, is it possible? Here you have the bromo here, right? So you have to just keep shifting the bromo and seeing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bromine is here. This is bromopentane. If I shift it to position 2, possible? Yes, 2 bromopentane. At position 2, there is bromo. So 2 bromopentane. At position 3, yes, 3 bromopentane. At position 4, no, that will again give us That will again give us 2 bromopentane, 1, 2, 3, 4. They have not asked you to draw it. So you can just say yes, structural isomers for bromopentane are possible. Question 5. How would you name the following compounds? IUPAC naming. So bromine is the functional group. Start with that as the lowest number 1, 2. So root word eth. Bromine is prefix. So at position 1, so you can just say bromo. All are single bonds, ethane. Bromoethane or 1-bromoethane. Next, CHO, if you can observe, this is CHO, aldehyde group. There is only one carbon atom. So it's meth. It's CHO. So instead of A and E, methanal. Replace E with Al. Methanal. Next, you have 6 carbon atoms here. Choose the numbering in such a way your triple bond gets the lowest number. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Root word hex. Since the triple bond lies between 1 and 2, number 1, hex 1-ene, no, ene is double bond. Here we are talking about triple bond. So hex 1-ine or hexyne, Hex, Hexyne, hexyne.